Hey everyone, I'm Meg if you don't know me. If you do, hey. I am so freaking excited and thankful that we reached 30,000 subs. Huh? I guess my thought was that I would get to maybe like 10,000, maybe 20,000 would be like a dream come true. I always thought 20,000 was like amazing. So to reach a number like 30,000, I'm just in shock. I'm blown away. I just want to take this video to say thank you, especially to the people that have been around since, you know, like 100 subs. It's been a journey, and I know I talk about this a lot, or I've talked about it in the other getting to know me videos, but I started off on Twitch. I didn't really think there was a place for me on YouTube, but I streamed myself playing video games. Then I started really falling in love with story-driven games, and I felt like there was a link between me and RPGs, for example, and just like heavy plots and rich characters. And I am an actor and have an acting background, so it felt like I was using all these things that I had learned in my life. It felt like I was just really finding my path and my place on the internet and in this world. To be able to branch into YouTube when I thought, you know, nothing was going to come of it. This originally was just supposed to be a Twitch VOD storage. It's just so freaking cool. I love that we watch shows together here. We play video games together here. We just do a lot of stuff here, and it's really cool. I love that I don't have to limit myself. As someone who was kind of made fun of for my interests growing up, I wrote fan fiction, and I just really loved certain books and games, and I would hide that away from people. Like I would hide away the fact that I played World of Warcraft. I would hide away the fact that I wrote fan fiction for like The Hunger Games and Twilight. I felt like a weird kid, you know? I felt like it wasn't normal to love fictional characters so much and like love those worlds. But this whole journey has been such a healing for my inner child, and to share this with my friends, which is you guys, and to be able to interact with people who love these things just as much as I do, and to say, yeah, it's okay to, it's not only just okay, like it's a beautiful thing to be a fangirl or a fanboy. Like I love it. Like I just feel so fulfilled, and that's thanks to you all. So thank you for accepting me. Thank you for validating me. I want to answer 30 questions in honor of 30,000 subs. So that's what we're gonna do. I have not looked at these questions. I pulled up a random thing. So if there's repeats from the last video, I'm sorry. Who is your hero? Myself. Sorry, that's probably a cop-out answer, but I can't really, I'm at a point in my life where I think it's myself because I'm doing a lot of reflection and internal reflection. So I'm gonna say me. Also maybe Bucky Barnes. Just kidding, I don't know. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? I really want to move to Washington. I think the Pacific Northwest is where I'm supposed to be. I love fantasy. I love rainy days. I love having 4 seasons. I don't like summer. My favorite seasons are winter and fall. I can handle the rain for sure. I want the mountains. I want the nature. So I think that's where we're gonna end up. I don't know when though. What is your biggest fear? I think being abandoned. This is turning into like a mental health, I don't know. Probably abandonment, probably just like being totally on my own. And I mean that with like no Yuna, no dogs, no husband, no partner, no friends. That's probably my worst fear. What is your favorite family vacation? So the one that comes to mind, and we're in COVID time, so there hasn't been anything recently. We actually canceled our honeymoon. I'm supposed to be coming home from my honeymoon today because we got COVID. And also it's just not safe to travel internationally unless absolutely necessary, I feel. I think as our current family, we went to Savannah last year and we took Yuna, and she was, I think, like 4 months old. And it was just so fun. Caleb and I went to like ghost hunting things, and we ate a lot of really good food, and we explored cemeteries because we're just weird. Yuna went with us to explore the cemetery. It was just really fun. Like it was a really, really good vacation. What is your favorite thing about your career? So if you don't know, already. I do this full time. I feel really, really lucky that this is my job. And I think my favorite part would be the people that I meet online. I have met probably my best friends, and I haven't even met them IRL. I've just met some of the coolest people, and it's felt like fate. I love hearing your guys' thoughts and talking to you, and just like the friendship aspect of it. What is your biggest complaint about your job? I know it comes with it, but I would say trolls, like mean people. And to specify, I think more just that sometimes I feel like people don't see me as a real person. And so that's where the hate and just the very intense criticism comes, because I'm just a person on a screen. So I'm almost like a character. And that's something I still struggle with. I feel like even people who support me and show up and watch my videos and my streams might not see me as a full person, like either good or bad. Because even if, you idolize me, I'm imperfect. I have plenty of flaws, trust me. So that is something that I'm kind of struggling with, but I think I'll learn to accept it, because with any type of media, we're going to project our lived experiences on the person. I guess it just hurts more when it's people that I thought knew me or I thought would allow me imperfections. What makes you laugh the most? My community, my mods, my community, my viewers, like the YouTube comments, y'all make me laugh so freaking hard, to the point where I have laugh attacks and it hurts my tummy. What was the last movie you went to? What did you think? The last movie we went to was Everything Everywhere All at Once, and it was so good, guys. If you haven't watched that yet, you need to. It's literally in my top 5 favorite movies. I was sobbing in the theater, and I'm so glad I saw it in theaters. What did you want to be when you were small? I really wanted to be like a performer, I would say, in general. I wanted attention. I wanted to be like an actor, be in the movies, or be a singer. I just loved entertaining people. I loved having eyes on me. So I think we did okay. Like, I think I'm doing what I wanted. That's cool. Would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car? I hate driving cars. I hate it. I just think it's like, ugh. I'm glad that we can. I'm glad that we have a car, but it's just not my favorite thing to drive. Caleb does most of the driving. Biking, I don't care for. I guess riding a horse. I literally said a few days ago to Caleb, I was like, why did we get rid of that? Like, what if we just all rode horses everywhere? Like, we rode horses to work. We rode horses to hang out with people. That would just be really freaking cool. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know what number we're at because I'm skipping around, but I think we're at 9. We'll see. What would you sing at karaoke night? Oh, my go-to karaoke song is That Don't Impress Me Much by Shania Twain. I feel like it's the perfect blend of, funny, but also you can kind of show off your vocals. You can perform it. People know it and they don't expect it. It's not too like emotional. It'll grab people's attention and it just allows for a good time. I feel very passionately about this. What 2 radio stations do you listen to in the car the most? So we don't have a radio station. We don't have a radio station. We don't have radio in our car, but I would say the thing that we put on our Bluetooth, like Spotify, is most likely going to be Aurora or Young the Giant or Coheed and Cambria. Which would you rather do? Wash dishes, mow the lawn, clean the bathroom, or vacuum the house? So I've never mowed a lawn, but I think that would be really satisfying just because like I play Power Washer Simulator and I feel like mowing the lawn would be satisfying. I don't like washing dishes. I would say clean the bathroom. Vacuuming's okay. I'm gonna go actually final answer, vacuum the house. If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be? I love my husband's food. He's such a good cook. I think for him, like he makes this just rice and then like a light teriyaki chicken and then some kind of vegetable. Sometimes it's like peas and carrots or it's kale. So I would say that is like, so good. So good. Who's your favorite author? So I think I'm still gonna go with Murakami. I love Murakami. I feel like he gets something in my subconscious, even in the collective subconscious, that just makes me feel seen, and it intrigues me, and I feel like he's an alien because he just knows things that we don't. But I'm pretty sure I've read like literally all of his books. 15, I think we're at 15. In the evening, would you rather play a game, visit a relative, watch a movie, or read? Ooh, definitely not visit a relative. I would say play a game and read, like in that order. Play a game and then watch a show and then read. Who would you want to be stranded with on a deserted island? Is it cheesy to say my husband? He knows things that I don't. He would cook, and I feel like we'd make a good team. Like, I would probably do the hunting if we're being real. He would find a way to like cook the stuff. He knows about making fires. He's more outdoorsy and woodsy. We'd be a good team. I guess that's why we're married. Also, I'd want Una there. Una would be helpful for sure. If money was no object, what would you do all day? This. I love that. But I'd be playing video games all day. I would be watching movies. I'd be reading. If I was wealthier, I would probably buy like more experiences, a pottery class or a cooking class, or just like local stuff. I'm pretty much doing what I want to, which is really cool. What are your hobbies? So I think apart from the obvious stuff, gaming, reading, watching movies and TV, probably what you don't know about me is I really like just simple crafts. I do like finger loop knitting, which is like knitting for lazy people. Coloring. I just ordered a cross stitch set, so I'm gonna look into that. I like taking baths. That's not a hobby, but you know. I've also been into writing in the past. Sudoku. I like word games. I like puzzles. If you were a superhero, what powers would you have? The first thing that comes to mind is teleportation, but I think the more that I get older, I would love to be able to heal people with magic. You know, I'd love to be a healer. I just feel like that would really come in handy. What form of public transportation do you prefer? Air, boat, train, bus, car, etc. I love trains. I like trains. I really do. One of my biggest criticisms of America is our lack of public transportation. I think if we invested in our railroads and we got like a bullet train like Japan, or just had a really good railroad system, oh my God, like life, our quality of life would get so much better. I would love that, but alas, capitalism. How many pillows do you sleep with? Like 3. I like to surround myself, so I'll have my pillow for my head, and then I'll have a pillow here and a pillow here. Sometimes 4, because I'll put one under my legs if I'm sleeping on my back. But I usually sleep on my side and my stomach, which I know you're not supposed to, but whatever. It's nice, okay? What was the last book you read? So y'all know I'm reading the Witcher books. That was one that I finished recently, Baptism of Fire. I also recently finished We Free the Stars. It's the second book in a series, and the first one is called We Hunt the Flame, and it was really, really good. I would recommend it to people who like Dragon Age, especially because you got the camp dynamics. There's a really good romance. A really good romance. Fantastical, and it's just really good. What's your favorite movie? I don't think people know this. Well, they probably do. But for a while, up until recently, I said How to Train Your Dragon, and it's still in my top 5. And then I watched the movie Your Name, and then that became my favorite movie. And then I watched the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I was like, oh no, that's my favorite movie. So I don't really know, one of those. What was your favorite subject in school? I'm going to say English. I'm such a nerd. But even when I had like theater classes, I still would just be really freaking excited for English. And my English teachers have stuck with me. Like, I would say they're my greatest freaking mentors, and they just made me excited to read and talk about books. And I had some really good English teachers. So yeah, final answer. What's the most unusual thing you've ever eaten? I ate cow's tongue in Thailand, and I know that's not very unusual for certain cultures, but it was unusual for me. I hadn't had that before, and based on my lived experiences, it was a little unusual, but I can't really think of anything else. Do you collect anything? Yes, Caleb and I collect mugs And that's actually his nickname for me. Okay, last one. Let's choose a good one. What song would you say best sums you up? So my favorite song in terms of consoling me, I have two. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac and Vienna by Billy Joel. I've always loved Vienna. I would say that Vienna sums me up pretty well, but then I also really love Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, and that's based on a Welsh goddess, I think. And it's funny because she has healing powers, which I just said is kind of creepy, while like her story doesn't line up with mine pretty much at all. I would like to think that's what I'm striving for, that kind of power and mystery, and I just really like that song. If anyone else has any other songs they think represents me, then what about the booty song? Show me the booty, give me the booty, I want the booty, Lord, what a booty. Anyways, thank you again for 30K. I'm having the time of my life. I appreciate y'all so much. If you have any more questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them in the comments below. I'm gonna go make lunch. I'm thinking a bagel, an everything bagel with avocado and eggs. And I'm also gonna play with Yuna. But I love you all. Thank you so much. Bye.